What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Sunday the 7th of July, got confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yes, there's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, it's a new transfer episode. And finally, in the comment section below, who is the best midfielder in the world in your opinion? Right, let's jump into the confirmed deals, and first up we've got Ali Adnan. He's joined Vancouver Whitecaps in the MLS from Udinese in the Serie A at an undisclosed fee. Room has joined Columbus Crew from PSV as a free transfer for him after his contract expired. Denzel has joined Bologna in the Serie A from Club Bruges, and they paid in the region of €6 million to get him. Narsing has joined Feyenoord in the Eredivisie from Swansea City, and it's a free transfer, and just like Room before, it's because his contract expired. El Arabi has joined Olympiacos from Al Dahail in the Qatari League. That's a free deal for him, and I think he used to be quite a good player, like back on maybe FIFA 13 or FIFA 14, but since then hasn't really been on the game. Krovinovic has joined West Brom from Benfica, again a loan deal for the whole campaign. Gentner has joined Union Berlin from Stuttgart on a free deal, and Union Berlin now in the Bundesliga, whereas Stuttgart I'm pretty sure were relegated. David Raya has joined Brentford from Blackburn. It's thought to be an undisclosed fee, though apparently it's in the region of 3 mil to 3.5. One I mentioned yesterday is going to be Samir Nasri. Yesterday it wasn't all confirmed when I done the video, but it's all announced now. He's joined Vincent Kompany's Anderlecht. He's now rejoined him essentially as his former teammate, as a free deal after he left West Ham. Schubert has joined Schalke from Dinamo Dresden. It's a free transfer and he signed a 4-year contract. He was heavily into a move to Arsenal, but instead he's decided to stay in Germany, and I'm pretty sure he'll be their backup keeper for next season. And our keeper leaving Schalke this time, all official, is Ralph Farman. He's joined Norwich on a season-long loan, no option to buy, and they paid £2.7 million to get him, or a €3 million loan fee paid to Schalke. Sobi has rejoined El Ali in Egypt. It's from Huddersfield and it's a loan deal. It's a club he left back in 2016 to go to... Where did he join? I can't remember what team he joined before Huddersfield. But yeah, now he's been on 2 loans back there, and they have paid 2 loan fees. Oh yeah, he joined Stoke City, then he moved to Huddersfield Town after that. But next up we got Martin Odegaard. He's joined Real Sociedad from Real Madrid as a loan deal for this season. There were rumours suggesting it could be a 2-year loan deal, but it looks like it's just until 2020, and he rejected a move to Bayer Leverkusen to stay in Spain. Zé Luis has joined FC Porto from Spartak Moscow. I covered this a couple days ago, but they fully unveiled him yesterday. It's an €8.5 million fee, and he signed a 4-year contract. And now a massive one for Porto is Nakajima. He's joined from Qatari side Al Dahail, and the reported fee is anywhere between €12 million and up to 20. He signed a 5-year contract until 2024, and bear in mind, he left Portugal, the Portuguese side Portimonense, back in February, and he left for €35 million. So Al Dahail have taken a massive loss on him in just a few months, but either way, it could be a very, very good deal for Porto. Then we have got Demiral. He's joined Juventus from Sassuolo. They've paid €18 million, and he's signed a 5-year contract until 2024. And that fee is now payable across 4 financial years. This next one could already be announced, but it's going to be Marko Arnautovic, and he's now passed his medical ahead of a move to Chinese Super League club, Shanghai SIPG. West Ham will receive around £22 million, which a club do deem as a very, very low fee. And like I said yesterday, apparently the players, the staff and also the manager, they all want Arnautovic to be sold. And next up, according to Sky Sports, they're saying West Ham have edged ahead of Valencia in the race to sign Celta Vigo's Maxi Gomez for a fee of around £45 million. That's because they've offered the player more than double the salary the Spanish side have. It looked like Valencia agreed a deal to sign him, with Santi Mina going the opposite direction on a permanent basis and another player going on loan. But alongside the 2 players there was also a transfer fee, but West Ham are offering just the 45 mil, no players included. And now moving on according to pretty much every single outlet, just like Arnautovic before, this could well be a done deal already. That is Yuri Tielemans. He's now on the verge of completing a permanent move to Leicester City from Monaco. The Belgian international impressed on loan at the Premier League side last season, and they're now looking to bring him in on a long-term deal. Sky say that Tielemans will have a medical at Leicester this weekend before completing a club record £40 million deal. And if he manages to keep up the form he showed from January onwards for Leicester, it'll be a fantastic signing. And next up, the Barca president has already confirmed yesterday, or on Friday should I say now, he confirmed that talks with Atletico Madrid over Antoine Griezmann have taken place. And Griezmann wasn't the only player he talks about, because in the same press conference he mentioned Neymar and De Ligt, but I'll cover them later on in the episode. But for Antoine Griezmann, that statement has really annoyed Atletico Madrid. They put out their own official statement on the club website saying that the move to Barca, it quite possibly could be off because they do seem very unhappy, and I understand why. It's a very long statement, but in short, I'll try and put a few bullet points. They mention how they feel the club have been disrespected and how they've also disrespected the fans. They've now ordered the player to return for pre-season training as well, and they're not happy because apparently Barca was speaking to Griezmann when Atletico were playing Juventus in the Champions League. And it would be kind of mental if that transfer breaks down just because the Barca club president mentions it, maybe even a few days before they were going to announce him. Sky Sports are saying Manchester United are preparing to submit an official bid for Newcastle's Sean Longstaff. Newcastle value him at more than £50 million though, which is a fee that Manchester United paid for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The articles were suggesting it'd be a fee of around 25 mil that could get him, but I mean 50 mil, I'm not sure if they'll go that high, we'll have to wait and see. And now moving on according to AS, they're saying Roma have joined Tottenham in the battle to sign Mariano from Real Madrid this summer. The striker has not been able to break into the Madrid first team since returning from Lyon last year, but he has 4 years remaining on his current contract. Roma were hoping to take him on loan for a year, but Madrid would rather sell him permanently, and that's where Spurs' offer is more to their liking. Sport media set are saying AC Milan want to use striker Andre Silva as part of a €45 million swap deal to sign Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves. Neves is a great midfielder in my opinion, and if they do manage to pull off a deal by giving them Andre Silva, who was linked last year as well, that would be very good from the San Siro side. Napoli have entered talks with Valencia over star striker Rodrigo. The Serie A side have already landed Kostas Manolas from Roma and are working on the arrival of James Rodriguez from Real Madrid. Sky Sports Italia say they've already reached out to Valencia and are confident of landing the striker, who scored 15 goals in all competitions last season. They were linked to Icardi a couple of days ago, so it looks like they definitely are in the market for a new striker, and Rodrigo could be that man. And next up, a short one from Damasio. Here said Torino have set an asking price of €35 million for defender Nicolas Nkulu. That's after Roma declared their interest. Mesut Ozil is moving closer to the Arsenal exit as a loan to Turkish side Fenerbahce looms. The Gunners are ready to part ways with the 30-year-old, but have struggled to offload him because of his very high wages. And it's been reported that a switch to Turkey is becoming increasingly likely now, according to Football Arena. They claim the Super League giants are working hard to raise the money to land him on an initial loan deal. And my guess is that Arsenal wanted to sell him on a permanent basis because they still need to raise a little bit of money to buy Wilfried Zaha from Crystal Palace, and Ozil could have helped out massively with that. And now moving on to Gianluca Damasio again. He is saying Juventus have joined Inter in the race to sign Manchester United striker Romelu Lukaku. Inter have been linked with the Belgian throughout the summer as they look to replace the outgoing Mauro Icardi, who has been linked to a move himself to Turin. The Red Devils have put a price tag though, or evaluation, on the Belgian of £75 million. Lukaku's agent has said that he wants to move to Inter Milan, but it could be a very hard dream to achieve. And next up, the Lille president Gerard Lopez has an exclusive interview with a very reliable journalist called Mohamed Bouhafsi. But yeah, the Lille president has confirmed that talks between Nicola Pepe's representatives and Liverpool have already taken place. Despite the fees going around in the media, like suggesting it could be an €85 million, €90 million deal, it could be anywhere between 40 to 80. That's according to Lopez himself. The player though wants to focus on the African Cup of Nations first, which makes sense, fair play to him on that. And as of right now, Liverpool haven't made a bid. But after African Cup of Nations, it could all change. And next up we have a very interesting one from the Times, and next up we have got a few quotes from Mino Raiola, Paul Pogba's agent. He has said the midfielder wants to leave Manchester United and is in the process of arranging his client's departure. So the quotes do say, "Everyone within the club from the manager to the owner knows Paul's wishes. Everyone knows the willingness of Paul to move on. We are in the process of that." Pogba has told his agent that the destination he wants to go to is Real Madrid, but Juventus are also interested. And next up, according to AS, they said Manchester United have identified Sal from Atletico Madrid as their replacement for Paul Pogba. He has a 150 million release clause though, and United have already touched base with the player's agent. I could be wrong, but I think he signed like a crazy long contract a few years ago. It was like a 7 or 8 year deal, and I believe he's like an Atletico player through and through. So trying to tempt him away to go to Old Trafford could be very difficult, but if they do get a crazy amount of money for Paul Pogba, they'll definitely look to reinvest that in the midfield area. And now we move on to the story I mentioned a little bit earlier about Barca's president talking about Neymar, Griezmann and De Ligt. So as quotes about Neymar do say, "We know that Neymar wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain, but we also know that PSG do not want to let him go." He then mentioned there's not really too much to talk about the situation, so obviously Barca are interested, but because PSG either don't want to sell him or want a crazy high fee, it looks quite unlikely now. Chelsea have announced they've reached an agreement with Atletico Madrid regarding the permanent transfer of Alvaro Morata. He's currently on an 18-month loan deal, but now it's all permanent, and in regards to a fee, they haven't said how much, though rumours are suggesting it's around 50 mil. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, it's a new transfer episode. And finally, in the comment section below, who is the best midfielder in the world in your opinion? So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.